Hey everyone, Lance Morgan here, and our webinar is getting closer. I'm so excited. Today I want to talk about fees. Now, I am out here in God's country. You can see this farmland behind me here. You can see this nice big stack of hay back here. And my wife and I moved out here just recently from a neighborhood area just south of Salt Lake City. And we wanted to get some more land, and we wanted to be able to have some room for a big garden and some chickens and things like that. And this is farm country. I grew up on a farm, and we wanted our kids to learn how to work, and we thought we'd come out here and have a little mini farm and put them to work. So anyway, but what does all this have to do with fees and paying for college? Well, on our webinar, I'm going to talk about some strategies that will literally help you to save and pay for college without affecting your retirement. And you can actually pay for college and still be on track for retirement with some of the strategies I'm going to show you. And one of the strategies I'm going to show you is how to reduce your fees. Now, just with fees alone, for a lot of our clients, they can actually save more money in fees than what they're going to be paying for their kids' college over their retirement years. And so fees are a really big thing. In fact, Forbes just came out with an article that said that the average fees in mutual funds are now over 3% because of all the hidden fees and everything else. That's a lot of money. So my question for you today in farming terms is, would you rather pay your fees on the seed or the harvest? Now, you can go down to the farming supply store and buy a little bag of seed, and for pretty inexpensive, and you plant it in all these fields out here, and then eventually you're going to have the harvest like you see behind me. We've got these big stacks of hay. In fact, it just so happens that across the street here, they are loading up some of the hay bales over there. And so you're obviously going to be able to produce, you're going to harvest all this crop, and then you're going to sell all of this hay or the crop or whatever it is that you're growing. And so my question for you is, would you rather pay the fees on that seed that you buy in the beginning, or would you rather pay your fees on the harvest when it's all said and done? And a lot of people would probably say the seed, obviously, because that's less money than what the harvest is. And the reality of it is that a lot of us are paying the fees on the harvest, because if you have, let's say, a 401k or something like that, then as your money grows, you don't even notice it. If it's even 3% in fees, you don't even notice it as that money is growing. And then eventually you have maybe $1 million someday, and that's $30,000 a year that you're paying. Well, what if you could pay your fees up front and not as much in the end? That could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, you may be wondering, how does this apply to paying for college? Well, maybe you even have like a senior in high school and they're starting to go to college next year, and you're thinking that none of this is going to matter because this is maybe something that we're talking about over a long period of time. But if you think about it, you've got 5 years or 4 years while they're in school, and then 6 months after graduation is when all your loans are going to start coming due if you had to borrow some money, and those loans are going to get paid back over 10 years. You could be talking a 15-year window here, and then maybe another 5 years before you retire. So really, if you apply some of these strategies now, you're going to be able to recoup some of this money for retirement. So this is really big on how to save and pay for college and do it without affecting your retirement. That's the goal. This is just one little strategy. It's not even the biggest strategy that I'm going to talk about. Just one strategy, just a way to lower your fees. I'm going to show you exactly how to save and pay for college with the lowest fees. I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, before I say goodbye, let's watch these guys load up these last two things of hay, it looks like. Yeah, loading it up there. You can't even see it very well, but they have this kind of like a big forklift loading up those 2 hay bales at a time. Huge hay bales. But anyway, all right, well, thanks for watching. I'm so excited about the webinar. Make sure that you share this video. Make sure you go out and register if you haven't already at educationfundingsecrets.com. Share this video with your friends so they can join us. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be live. It's going to be a good time. So I'm looking forward to seeing you on the webinar, and we'll talk to you soon.